If you ever just felt like the days just slipped away and you wondered, what in the world did I even get done today? Trust, you are not alone. I want to share 3 simple things that I have incorporated into my own routine that have completely transformed my day. Today we're going to be discussing how to build habits. As humans, we're creatures of habit. We love to do things that are comfortable, so we tend to fall into habitual habits, or we tend to repeat the same things because they feel comfortable to us. Comfort can mean safety and security to us. It's familiar. From an evolutionary standpoint, the familiar meant safety, and the unknown meant possible harm or danger. But not to worry, you can build new habits. If you find that it's been difficult to build habits, it could be that your body is resisting the change because it's unknown and it's not familiar, but it can be done. It starts with discipline and setting your intentions. That is something I struggled with for a very, very long time. And over the years, I've discovered that a lot of my habits were rooted in trauma. That is why it is important to seek help, learn, and question and reflect on the things you do and the choices you make. However, once I came to terms with my past and my traumas, I found that I still fell into old habits. Overall, it felt like building new habits, especially healthy habits, was a chore. It was something that I resisted for a very long time because it felt difficult, it felt overwhelming, and now I realize that it's possible that my body wasn't used to those things because it was unfamiliar. And I've been repeating the same cycles, the same habits for years, and my body already knew what to do. I'm not gonna lie, it was easier to fall back into the old habits and do the same things that I always did. However, I knew deep down inside I really wanted to change. Looking back at all the times where I tried so hard to change and kind of feel like I failed, I realized I didn't have the discipline that it took or that it takes to build healthy habits. Change requires discipline. You have to keep doing the uncomfortable things until it becomes comfortable. It's going to be uncomfortable at first because it's new. Your body's not used to doing this. You're basically introducing something new into your routine, and your brain is like, listen. We've been doing the same thing for years and now you want to switch it up? I think not. For me, when it comes to building healthy habits, I find that having a solid morning routine completely impacts the flow of my day and helps me feel more accomplished throughout the day. If I can be consistent with at least 1 to 2 things every single morning, I know I can do anything that day. So here are 3 things that I do to create a better day. First up is making my bed. Now I know this can sound silly or seem unimportant, but doing this first thing in the morning feels like a huge accomplishment, and doing it every single day just makes it easier. Now, when I get out of bed, I'm just like, that's the first thing that I do on autopilot. I don't even have to think anymore about doing it. Not gonna lie, some days I make my bed nicer than others, but it's about being consistent. Number 2 on the list is planning. Sometimes I will do this the night before, at least fill out the things that I know that I'm not going to change and that I'm going to do on a daily basis. But I really like to plan the day of. For me, I sometimes don't know how I'm going to feel until I wake up that morning. Some nights I might have the best intentions and say, hey, I want to do X, Y, and Z. And then in the morning, I may wake up and be like, I'm not feeling it, or something may happen to where I have to replan my whole day. So I prefer to do it in the morning. I used to fall in and out of planning because I really felt bad if I didn't accomplish everything that I put in my plan. I felt like I had to get everything done at this exact time, at this exact moment, and if I didn't, I felt like a failure. Then I tried to start writing things out and not plan times, and I found that I took too much time on certain tasks. So I had to come up with a balance of where I set times for myself, but was also flexible in knowing that, is this actually realistic? Am I actually setting myself up for success? Looking back at the times where I did write out time frames for things and added so much to my plan, honestly, it wasn't realistic. I was putting too much on my plate, and now I realize that is not a good thing. Planning does not have to be rigid. It can be flexible. Be realistic in your plans. If you don't get everything done, that's okay. Figure out how you can incorporate it later on into the week, and then also reflect. Ask yourself, was this actually realistic? Could I actually have done all 20 things today? Or could I actually only have done 10? And the third thing that I like to do is what I call C.A.P. For me, this is the most important thing that I do all day. Making my bed is important, but this trumps making my bed. I try to do this every single day, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all. On Saturdays, I might shorten it because of work. So I might get rid of the A and the C and only do the P. But C.A.P. stands for Center, Active, Pamper. This is the foundation of my morning routine, and it helps me set the tone for the rest of the day. For the center, I take time to center myself in the morning. This just means I take time to ground myself. I make sure I don't check my phone, none of that. I take time to sit and make sure I feel grounded. I start by writing 3 emotions on how I feel when I first wake up. And if I'm not sure about how I feel when I first wake up, because sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel anything, I'll write, how do I want my day to feel? After that, I do a guided meditation for the law of assumption. Girlie's trying to manifest some things in life. And I love meditating. I've done non-guided meditations and guided meditations. I find that I love guided meditations the best. Finally, I journal. I like to express daily gratitude for the things in my life, for where I am, how I got here, who's in my life, my loved ones, and also for the vision of the future for things that have yet to come into my life. Next is being active. So on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, your girl's in the gym. And on Wednesdays, I go for a walk outside or running. Saturdays, I don't do ish. But on Sundays, I also try to go for another walk or for a run. And then finally is pamper, which is just taking proper care of myself. And that basically means showering, brushing my teeth, washing my face, taking care of my hair, taking care of my body. And I devote enough time for each task to make sure I'm not rushing it, to make sure that I'm giving my body the proper care and attention that it needs. Doing these things every day, or at least almost every day, helps me feel grounded. Having a consistent morning routine, especially when you've never really had one, can be challenging. Whether that is including workouts in your mornings, making your bed consistently, or just trying to be more active or meditate, it can be tough to start. If you're trying to build healthy habits and incorporate things into your morning routine or build your own morning routine, the most important thing you can do is plan. A good plan can help you stay focused and see what lies ahead. Remember, every day, you have the choice on how you want your day to play out. You set the tone for your day based on the things that you do and that you don't do. So, make it a great day or not, the choice is yours. Thanks for watching. Until next time, babes. Bye!